he was breaking first, and like he like brought his friends over from school, and they went to our backyard, and they just started like getting down. And then I was like, what are they doing back there, you know? And I was just like, how come there's a hell of people here? Like, that's weird. And then
Word. So now you said that you know, it was Kerge and Roland, right? That kind of brought you into it. Now, were they already headhunters, or is that something that comes later?
Yeah, that's something that comes later. So at the time, they were just Trademark. There's a group of guys that were just like talented at graffiti.
Well, it is pushback time for graffiti vandals in San Jose. Beginning tonight, crews will be climbing onto and underneath freeway overpasses to do away with what has become something of an embarrassment for San Jose. Crown 4's Rob Thaddeau shows you where those crews will be and what they'll be doing in the days ahead.
Say goodbye, or perhaps good riddance, to Rest in Peace Tommy and the plague of graffiti vandalism piling up on South Bay freeways. Starting late Monday night, Caltrans, Southern Pacific, and San Jose City crews will begin painting over thousands of tags. They'll start with the worst first. That would be the Southern Pacific Railroad trestle over Highway 101 at 13th Street, where the tags have been adding up for years. Next up is a second trestle over 101 at McKee Avenue, which will be followed by a third trestle at 280 and Bird Avenue, where thousands of drivers headed downtown every day pass beneath 4-foot-tall letters paying tribute to a late friend named Tommy.
DJing, MCing, and b-boying. It was sick. It was just a whole crew of guys that were just doing it. Like I was
like a hip hop collective.
Yeah, it was sick, man. Like, so I would go to school, and then a couple of my friends would like have like drums, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what the heck? These guys are just bringing instruments to school, like. and then you have like Kerge and Roland bring linoleum to school, like.
Right.
Like, so there was this bench that like all of us would hang out at, and like they would just like roll out the linoleum, and we'd just get down right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So man, you must have went to a crazy high school, man. It's just like b-boys and DJs, and you said people with instruments and all kind of stuff. That's dope.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Were they your early influences? Who were your early influences?
As far as hip hop goes, my brother was the main one, but then once I got into high school, it was all just like all my Trademark friends, and I was just like, man, I was just like tripping out, man, because it was like a whole different scene I'd never like witnessed before, you know. Like me and my brother, like when we were breaking early on, like we had videos of like our cousins breaking in the Philippines, like on a TV show called Eat Bulaga.
Idol number one members Mark, David, Ariel, Michael, and Jay, the P.I. Assassin.
If you got a big, let me search it to find out how hard I gotta work. Yeah, it's your primitive is when yet. It's your primitive is when yet. I like to get to know ya so I can show ya. Put a hurtin' on ya like I told ya. Give me all your numbers so I can phone ya. Your girl act the same thing, call me over. Not on the bed, lay me on your sofa. Call before you take my chop.
Bubble,
you do what you don't, you will
elbow crack,
go downtown and eat it like a vulture. See my hips, big hips on fire.
And like yeah, so they were breaking on there, and we had the footage and stuff, and like we had the footage on Betamax, and like on that Betamax tape was them breaking on Eat Bulaga, and then Like it was like this. It was basically like a talent show in the Philippines.
Okay, like a variety show, right?
Like a star search.
Oh, okay.
Like a star search, yeah. So they were getting down on there, and then on that same tape, there was like behind the scenes footage of Beat Street, like in a classroom. They were getting down in the classroom, like they like moved the tables and chairs, and they made like a circle. They're just getting down in a classroom, and that was all cut out from the movie.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was on there, and we were like, wait, this is Beat Street? And like my cousins were like, yeah, that was Beat Street. And we were like, whoa, like, how come it wasn't on the movie? And then my head starts thinking, like, as a kid, you know, I'm like, maybe they didn't want like kids to break in the classroom, you know, like so that that was my thought process about it. But yeah, so that tape and my brother and then just being in high school with my friends, man, that was like the main influences of hip hop.
No doubt. And you know, so I teach, right? I'm a high school science teacher by trade, but one thing I've noticed, because we have some kids that dance at our school, but they're not really tapped into the scene. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, we dance, right? So being a high schooler with Roland and Kerge, were you guys already tapped into the San Jose scene, or were you guys just like kids that were breaking? But you kind of have an advantage because your brother was already in it. So were you instantly like, we're gonna start competing, or was it just like, oh, we just discovered this whole thing?
Kerge and Roland, they were already hitting up like events. They were like hitting up like they were hitting up raves. My brother at the time, he when I started getting down in high school, he wasn't breaking anymore. He was like more into hip hop freestyling. He was like, oh yeah, we had the Mop Top tape too. Have you seen that tape? The Mop Top tape?
No, what is that? What's the Mop Top tape?
So Mop Top is a crew from New York that basically put freestyle hip hop on the map. So like they they had this tape, and it actually showed on CBS, and it was crazy. But it's on YouTube now, but at the time we had it on a tape, and we were like, whoa, this is cool. And it was just like hip hop freestyling, and my brother was like super into it. And then that's what got him into just like hip hop freestyling. And then like soon after, later down the line, he got into house dancing. But you can still see it in his house dancing, that like he still has that hip hop
B-boy flavor. Oh, the freestyle dancing in there. Okay, no doubt.
And he'll add like flares to like what do you call it? I forgot what the move is called, but he'll add like a flair to his like house dancing, and it's pretty sick that he mixes everything. Yeah, so so yeah, and then so we had that tape, and then wait, I forgot where we were going with that.
Oh, I was asking you about your early influences.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we had that tape, and it was just like, whoa, this is crazy. Oh, and then so in terms of like going to events and just being open to seeing that. Like, I didn't even know that they had jams. Like, even when early on when we were breaking in 94, 95, I didn't even know there was like events, you know?
Right.
Like, I didn't know like there was like competitions, like, and like down the street about 10, 15 minutes away from our house was Hank Lopez. And that's a famous like San Jose spot where they had like a bunch of best of the best competitions, and like you see like Ivan there, you see Style Elements there, you see Soul Control there. It's like insane, you know, like Renegades there. Like I think that was the first time I seen like Renegades get down like on one of those tapes from Hank Lopez. And yeah, so we were only like 10, 15 minutes away from that spot. And like, I never knew that there was events or anything, you know, I didn't know like that was even happening, you know?
Right. So you're right down the street from a cultural center and not even knowing it.
Yeah. So
wow.
Like, I didn't like know about any of that. And then that's why when I see, like when I was in high school and I saw like footage from Best of the Best, and Renegades versus Style Elements at Radiotron, I was like, wait, all this happened like all around the time where we started breaking, like you know what I mean? So I was like, how come no one ever brought that up to us, you know? So seeing all that later down the line was a trip to me. I was like, man, I wish we were able to go to those. Maybe I would have just kept breaking like without that gap of like during middle school. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, when you get to your first competition, how was that?
Oh man.
Before you get into it, I'll share a quick story with you because
yeah.
The first competition I actually went to, right,
Mm-hmm.
was. You guys were, in my opinion, you guys were down. What they say today, wanted the smoke. Y'all was down for the smoke. So y'all was always like aggressive and very like, you know, forthright with like, we here, what's up? So that means that you guys probably had rivals for sure.
Yeah.
Who were some of your rivalries that pushed you guys to get even that much better?
We started. We had rivals with a crew called.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Let us know how we're doing down in the comment section, and to make sure that you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace until the next episode.